Welcome back to another episode of Shell Studios. I'm your host, Corey Shell, and today I'll be talking to you guys about Killers of the Flower Moon, directed by Martin Scorsese. The legendary director Martin Scorsese is back as he tells the story about the Osage people and how they were being slaughtered for their wealth back in the 1920s. We follow Ernest Burkhart, who's portrayed by A-list actor Leonardo DiCaprio, who's returning home from the war to work under his uncle Bill Hare, who's portrayed by Robert De Niro. He starts off as a driver for his uncle. Due to him being injured in the war, he can't physically do anything else. That was until he starts to build a relationship with the customer known as Molly. It just so happens Molly comes from one of the richest families in the Osage community. That sets Bill Hare on his plan, and we see Molly and Ernest get married. Now, this is based off a true story. Like, these events actually happened, and I'm glad this was brought to my attention. I'm glad Martin Scorsese took the time to make this film, because I had no knowledge of this at all. To see a group of people, a community, a peaceful community, get preyed on due to them having a lot of wealth, it was hard to watch. And I'm not talking about it was a murder here and two there. I'm talking about it was several murders that were occurring over the course of the time of the Osage living amongst these people. The way this guy played the role of a harmless old man who just loved the Osage community, when he basically was a mob boss sending out hits in order for these people to get murdered, it was insane. Robert De Niro was exceptional in this movie, and it was remarkable to see. For him to be 80 years old and still not lose that charisma that we know him for and that was loved in so many theaters growing up, it's just a true testament to his greatness. Huge shout out to Martin Scorsese, as he did a great job capturing what the Osage community is all about. I mean, from the ceremonies, the practices, what they wore, how they talked, how they carried themselves. We got an in-depth look to what the Osage community is, and we fell in love with that. It also helped that the movie was 3 hours and 30 minutes, but it never felt like the movie was dragging despite it being that long. I mean, the hour must have went by that fast. We was just jumping from scene to scene. It was getting more exciting, and you just was begging for the movie to be even like, it could have been 4 hours and I wouldn't have been having a problem with that because of how much action was in it. And when you have that type of feeling when watching that long of a movie, it's a true indication that you have a true masterpiece on your hands. Diving into that character known as Ernest Burkhart, who Leonardo DiCaprio played so brilliantly, I'm gonna just come out and say it. I feel as though this is his best acting role that he put on since The Wolf of Wall Street. This is clearly a character that was struggling. I mean, he wants to be a great husband to his wife and be a great father to his family, but on the other hand, he's doing his uncle's evil bit by helping killing off her family and her friends for the money. And this was a decision that he made constantly, over and over again, despite him knowing that I shouldn't be doing this. This is hurting my wife. In the year of 2023, we're still getting films by Martin Scorsese with Robert De Niro acting in them. I was appreciative of seeing this film. I was starstruck by seeing this film. And this is a true testament that we're not going to see anything like these two for a very long time. Some might call me crazy, but I'm going to just come out and say it. I believe that Killers of the Flower Moon can challenge Oppenheimer for the best film of 2023. The shots were amazing. The storyline was very personal. The acting was beautiful. And the storyline is just a story that's going to take your heart by storm.